All right, what's up? This is Ryan from Forever and Profit. I'm going over sections. I'm gonna do a series of courses right now. One of the first videos I'm gonna do is support and resistance. I got my boy Jonathan here.
What's going on, man?
All right, so we're about to get it popping. One of the first things that I do when I look for support and resistance is very simple. I zoom out all the way on my charts. I can use the H1 time frame, and I see for the market for what it is. I also sometimes use the period separator. Some people don't know how to set it up, and that's fine. One of the things I do to set up my separators is use Control and Y. I have a Mac, but if you don't have a Mac, you can easily go. Well, if you want to do it simply by PC or a Mac and don't know the shortcuts, you go to Properties. And the only thing that you can do right here is you can have options when you go to Properties. You can see this as a background, just my chart colors. The main thing you can do is go to Common, and then you can see all these options. You're gonna go to show period separators and click OK, and that will enable it. And you can turn it off with the shortcut. Okay, but to do simple support and resistance, basically zoom out on your charts, full clicks, and then what you can do is you can look for structured areas inside of the market. When I say structured, you're gonna basically look for points right here inside of the marketplace. Boom. This right here is telling me that this is a structured area because it's a lower low before the market went up and then retested it eventually all the way down here. Okay, this section is strictly just going to be based upon horizontal lines for supports on the bottom, and the top will be located as resistance. Right here we have resistance. Right here we have resistance. Actually zoom in a little bit right there. The same thing with the one right here. Got to put it a little lower. Right here we have resistance. Okay. Eventually, as you can see, the market eventually tapped right here before it went all the way back up. Whatever you have done in the past tells you the story for the future. A lot of people, when they do trade, they don't understand that, and that's perfectly fine. Just why I'm here to teach you how to use support and resistance. Right here is resistance, and eventually became support. As you can see, all these wicks to the low, and we can actually go back to actually prevent your charts for moving back and forth. Only thing you gotta do is click this green button and make sure that it's not pressed in like this red one. This has to be basically flat. Okay, and you can actually zoom out and move around your charts without any hassle. These are one of my favorite spots to actually put in support and resistance lines when you see double tops, and the middle part is right here. And the reason behind that is that plays a major role in the future. All right. Even though I put it here, as you can see, respected this and respected this. Later on down the road, you're going to see it respect a major area inside of the marketplace. As you can see right here, before the market did shoot right back up. And eventually it will be respected down here in the long run. Okay. You can draw more. Here's a high. This pattern is also called the head and shoulders. Shoulder right here. Here's your head. Here's your other shoulder. And this is a major breakout in the Euro USD. Let's go over here some more. And you're probably wondering why I'm drawing so many. Well, the honest truth is it's all about skill. Now, the more you draw, the better it is inside of the marketplace for the future. As you can see, put it here. And eventually it respected this shoulder right here before it decided to massively drop as resistance, okay? Now, the advantage is, here's a real nice spot, is when you zoom in on your charts, I honestly do this, I zoom in all the way, and I do 3 clicks out, 1, 2, 3, to look at my chart. And I just adjust my lines. A lot of people don't know how to draw it too well, and that's fine. Some people draw it here on the body, some people draw on the wicks. Well, I'm the guy that draws it on the wicks, and sometimes I draw it on the body as well. You know, just plant a little too to have a better idea. So if market breaks this one, then I know what's up. See right here, as you can see, the market went down, eventually it went back up, and then as you can see right here, from the same 2 areas I drew in this area, was respected over here. See, it bounced off of this with support and went back up, and then it broke that whole entire support. So it acted as resistance, and then it broke support. It takes a big candle to break the support and resistance, as you can see, and it went into a nice sell, or you could call it a short, or you could call it a nice bearish trend. Okay, so those are the three terms for a downtrend. A downtrend, you could say sell, a short, or a bearish trend, or a downtrend. And as you can see, the market eventually was respecting all the other lines that I drew. As you can see, respected over here. Eventually it was support, then it eventually became resistance before it decided to go up. And like I mentioned, it takes a big candle to break it, okay? Now, how do we determine a long market? Here's a nice double bottom pattern. I'm going to go over that in another section when I decide to use supply and demand with structure. But here's a nice pattern where, as you can see, the market went into a buy position. You can call it a buy, you can call it a bullish market, or you could call it a long, or you could call it a uptrend. Okay, those are your terms: a uptrend, a buy, a bullish market, or a long. And as you can see, the market was respected and continued to go long. You even drop a line right here. Biggest wick, if you see high wicks, that's an indication that there's some type of resistance that happened in the past. Okay, so let's just drag this down a little bit and actually see how that could possibly play out. Boom, right here, as you can see, the wick hit it. It was in the uptrend, so you're not taking no shorts in the uptrend, obviously. Okay, so as the market went up and eventually it tested it, boom, hit it again, dropped, and then eventually went right back up. Why? Because it was an uptrend. That same candle, eventually, as you can see, even though it broke out, went right back in and it retested and decided to go up. So that same resistance became support. Okay, and it plays out. The same line we're looking at, right? As you can see, plays out over here. And then look, eventually was a big candle that broke that. And then it took another big candle to break it again. The same line that I drew all the way over there. Just to prove that that analysis remains true. And this section is strictly off support and resistance.